Hi, Mandy. Well,
yeah, we all have a sixth sense of fun, don't we? Are you still in one piece, Dad?
Yeah, I am. Yep.
Excellent. And you're doing this workout today as well?
Nah. Just shooting the week in review in the hammock.
Okay.
Good. Yeah.
Fun's not the right word.
12 hours of it was fun.
What was the other? How long did it take you in the end?
22 and a half.
Okay. Lucky.
Yeah.
So what the back half wasn't fun?
I'm literally shooting the week in review, and I'm going to get Tommy to come in and we'll talk about it. So
Oh, okay.
instead of doubling up on everything, but the parts, there were fun parts. There were fun parts, and there were way less fun parts where you're like, this is fucked.
Choose men's normal, eh?
Fair enough.
You're alive after yesterday. How'd you go?
You're good.
Harder than you thought.
there's no way I'm going to push that.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, I didn't know how hard it was going to be, so I didn't really have a thought.
Well, you look at the car.
But I mean, it's finishable.
Yeah.
So,
Feeling today?
back's a bit sore, shin's a bit sore, quad's a bit sore. But other than that, a couple cuts and whatever.
Shins from running?
Yeah, from running. It's mainly the running that I wasn't, a bit too much running that I'm used to. So, just got to be a better runner, and I think it would be much nicer.
Did a fair bit of it
Yeah.
for a while there.
Do you know what improves running?
Running?
Swimming.
Swimming would be good. Honestly, I don't think it's actually like, it's not heart rate. It's like joint stability and durability. Because like my ankles and hips and knees and back are all sore. My heart seems fine. So,
Wow, well done.
thank you. Back to brass spots. Let's talk about Monday. No, that's all good. No one does. Monday. Good job to Connor for staying consistent with 10 reps every minute on the workout. So good job, Connor. And then good job to Jeremy for going even more consistent by going a low of 13 every single time. Jeremy's a weapon, hey. Tuesday, let's give a bright spot to Boob for hitting 5 muscle ups for all 10 rounds of the workout. Pretty sure Tommy and Ben both did that as well. So good job, boys, hitting all those type of things. Wednesday, I want to give a big shout out. This is pretty cool to Kai, going particularly heavy on the cleans. I think I've got a video of it. If I do, I'll put it up. And then also on Wednesday, I give a shout out to Abby for hitting a muscle up at the end of the workout with a little spot from myself. So good job, Abby. That ring muscle up coming towards you soon. Thursday, big shout out to Sammy and Jordan for hitting 300 calories in 18:47 on the deadlift ski workout. Quite a few people came back and said they really enjoyed that workout, so well done. And then also on Thursday, shout out to Kathy for, quote, for always working so hard, including tonight, which she pushed her body to the max with 5 X's. So well done, Kathy, and good job. You do push hard, definitely the case. Bye, Holly.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Okay.
Have a good day. Bye, ladies. You know, we just did a 22 and a half hour race yesterday, and you guys are beating the shit out of me. You want to recap the race?
Recap the race. What's there to recap?
It was hard.
We walked. We kayaked. Jess said we came to a standstill on the kayak for like an hour, and then came to a standstill on land for like an hour, but I don't think that's necessarily true.
Oh yeah, no, that might have been true for the
land.
Yeah. Thanks, Holly.
But when were we still for the land?
Here we're filming.
Oh, okay, we're filming, okay. Because yeah, when were we at like a total...
When you had a fucking 45-minute sleep.
No, she said like during like...
That way.
I think it was like
Converted.
the first trek.
Oh my god.
No, it seemed like it was the first trek because she pointed at the map. We went that far inland. I think the tracker just must have malfunctioned in relation to the app.
Oh, and then what? We moved really far at one point.
I don't know. Maybe.
Anyway, all right, let's talk about. I didn't have any more bright spots because I forgot to put any in on Friday, and Courtney was here on Saturday. So race. I'm gonna adjust this. Ready?
Oh, the sunburn on my ankles, man.
Oh, dude.
My shoes just touch it and just.
Yeah,
Oh. I'm just gonna sit like this. This will be fine. There's nothing.
There we go. Okay. So we rocked up at like 8. That was a good idea, not to go too early. Drop off our bikes, go get our stuff.
Maybe it already has like a lock.
Maybe. There we go. You can just look around.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they can do it themselves.
Again, a little bit early, and then we got the maps, and me confidently, I'm like, oh, I'll just draw some lines on it, and thought we were done. And that was pretty much it. So that was our navigation. Bye, team.
That looks nice and... Oh, you're doing your thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll...
No, you're
No,
fine. You're
that's all right.
fine.
The magic of editing. There's a magic of editing is a good thing. See ya. Yeah, so I just drew some lines on a map thinking that was the way to go. And to be fair, it was actually...
It did work.
Well,
For
it was
most of
okay,
it.
yeah. Having grown up in the area kind of made it useful. Oh, sit up a little bit. Go this way. Okay. Tommy looks so big in this. Here we go. This is weird, you don't have to point it at anything.
Exactly. Yeah, that's got everything all at once. So you can just have the worst angle.
Yeah, 100%. I saw some guy with it like sitting on his thing before. I was like, pretty cool. Alright, wish us luck. Anyway, push comes to shove an hour later or 2 hours later. We start the race. We started off with...
A run, which is like 2 kilometers.
Yeah, which we absolutely destroyed. We were coming third.
Missed checkpoint though.
We did, well, we asked a dude
Yeah.
and he said there was no beeper, so I just assumed there was no beeper. And then, so we run, and then the run was to the kayak. And we had to run with our paddles and our helmets and our floaties. Which is pretty easy. We took a shortcut.
You hit someone on the head like 10 meters out of the gate.
10 meters out of the gate, I whacked someone in the noggin with a paddle. He had a helmet on though, so it was all good. And then jump in the kayak, ocean kayak. I went in the front, Tommy went in the back. I've recently learned we should have done it around the other way. Heavier person always goes in the back.
But like we're pretty much the same.
I'm heavier, let's be honest, come on. And the more experienced paddler goes in the back too.
Yeah, that's fair.
And we set off on an ocean kayak, pretty much a straight line, for 7 kilometers.
I thought it was 9.
9 kilometers.
Let's say 9, so at least it sounds
let's
better
say 9.
because we were so slow.
We probably went 9 because we zigzagged so much. Anyway, so in the water third, out of the water third last.
30 people overtook us.
So it turns out we're not very good at paddling. We're out in the middle of the ocean. We don't know where we are. It's fucking cold. We've been paddling for an hour and we're only halfway there. Ah! We also had our oars back to front for like 75% of it and figured out you can actually have them around the right way.
And then halfway, I like rested for a second because my butt was hurting, so I lifted my butt out. Anyway, it's not important. When we got back to paddling, like 5 minutes later, I look at my oars and I'm paddling backwards with it all backwards. And I was going to tell you, but I'm like, I don't want to tell him right now. I don't want to hit him with that bad news midway through our 2.5 hours paddling.
Yes, that was 2.5 hours of paddling.
Yeah.
Conveniently, we didn't really have to navigate that much because we just followed everyone else.
Yeah.
But out in the middle of the, I looked up a video, like how to paddle after this morning, and it's like, so first things first, pick a really nice calm day on dead flat water with nice environment. Ideally, don't go out into the ocean with waves, with an offshore wind on your first paddle.
Yeah.
So we just did all those things. And then we had to carry the boat up a little ramp.
That was fine because we could like hold everyone up behind us so no one could overtake us. And that was first transition. Then we got changed up there and then complained about the paddle shitloads. At least everyone else was complaining about it.
Everyone else was complaining. That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. And then we set off on our first run. So that was a run along the beach. Alright, we finished our kayak. We both fucking hate it. Rolled through transition 1 in a blistering, no idea how many minutes. We're at the 2-hour 40 mark. Is that like 1/10 of the way there? Currently running along the beach. And then past the nudie beach, up the hill, couple checkpoints, 1, 2, 3. How long was that run? Like 6 or 7k?
It was a nice run. That was a good run.
That was our only run.
That was our only run. Everything else was
A walk.
attempted young shuffle and and walking. Yeah, probably about 6 or 7k.
Pretty easy navigation. We tried to take a shortcut, ended up being long, but that's how we learn.
Oh, I see. Physically, it would have been shorter if like that hill just kind of.
Yeah, if it wasn't a hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's how we live and you learn. Then onto our first bike, where I was pretty keen to get on the bike, so I was absolutely fanging it. Mm-hmm. And Tommy was doing extremely well behind me, on the seat of his teeth, flying past, trying not to die, trying to keep up, which is pretty good. Well done by Tommy. Next time I'll go fast. And there was a few checkpoints in there which were fun to get. Some of them were pretty good. Again, navigation was pretty good. We only struggled to find one, which is the very first one, but then after we found that, smooth.
I don't remember that.
That was the one, that B one, where we were at the intersection and we didn't know which line it was down.
Oh.
And then so I just went down and we had to like smash into it. So I took a slightly different option, so it forced us to reach the point as opposed to trying to guess which one it was.
Yeah, I still don't remember that, but
anyway, it was the one after the crazy downhill section where the track was like this big, but we could have just ridden on the road right next to it.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Okay, fair enough. So finished that. That was about, by that stage it was about 4:30 in the afternoon. That's about right. And then we had another running leg where we had to cross the road at the roundabout, which was like an extra 2 kilometres of work. When we could have literally just crossed and it would have been there. But that then was the rules. Apparently the team that won got penalised for doing exactly that. Only 15 minutes though. I would have given them 2 hours.
I would have given them.
Just DQ'd totally.
I would have given them at least 20. 10.
It was written on the map that you had to cross there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, to give them 10 minutes. Because 10 minutes for 2Ks in the track plus 10 minutes for just being an idiot and not reading the map properly.
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Did they end up coming second or?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
We came first, so.
We did come first. The guy even said so.
There you go, another trek. Now, by this stage, we weren't able to run. Well, I wasn't able to run. Tommy probably was. All right, we're 6 hours, 7 minutes in. Haven't seen a soul in 3 days. Now we just finished our first bike leg, which was much more enjoyable than the kayak and the run, to be fair. And we're going to do another run or trek leg. This one hopefully is a bit shorter. It's like 5:30. We can't walk. Well, I can't walk. Tommy can probably run. We can walk, sorry. We can't run. So we're just power marching on. We're not dead last. Close to it. But we're not coming first, we know that much. I'll see you on the next one. We did everything the opposite way to which most other people did it for some reason. Not sure whether that was good nor bad, but a lot of people were struggling to find a checkpoint, which we got. And then we proceeded to tell everyone else it wasn't there, so sneakily trying to win. That wasn't true at all. We gave people some hints. It was pretty hard to find though, but eyeballs are useful. Some more trekking around, back to transition area 2, where we started our first bike, had some dinner, and then proceeded to ride off on our next bike, which was a long one. This one took us all the way through to 1 a.m. So almost 6 hours. All right, hello. It is 10:15 at night. We've been pretty slogging it hard. Haven't been updating the vlog much. But we just chose a path that looks similar to distance as the other one, but it's more straight roads. There's houses and whatnot. Still dirt. Have a look around. Pretty sure you can't see anything. But this is where we're at. See you soon. Of biking, which again, more checkpoints to find. The navigation was pretty easy on that one because they're all just roads. Some of the roads are a bit steeper than others. Some of them were absolutely hectic four-wheel drive tracks had to ride down, which were pretty fun. This is all riding at night too, so it got the lights out. Some pretty steep ones, a lot of walking on the bike because it was, like 30-degree verticals on dirt, so you just spin your back wheels.
Oh, which one's which?
And then after the bike, we got to the last checkpoint on the bike, or second last checkpoint on the bike. It was pretty much downhill for like 8 kilometers, which is pretty fun. So we crushed that in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
We flew downhill for ages and freezed our ass off doing it because it was so cold, flying down the hill.
And then it went downhill real fast.
And then, no, more went downhill when the sun rose. So then at about 1:30 a.m. with a bit of transition, a bit of rugging up, we went on a nighttime trek to try and find some various checkpoints. And here's where the wheels started to fall off. Mm-hmm. Oh, now we're talking. Okay. It's 2:30 a.m.
2:30?
Yep.
Already?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Hour 14. We're on to our final trekking leg. Thank Jesus. My homie, it's Sunday. And have a look around, this is what we see. We're dressed to impress. Yeah. Carry on. Again, we did it backwards like everyone else for some reason.
I don't understand.
We must have been more. It was the children that is problem, not us.
Yeah, exactly.
And the first check, we found the first one, easy. Second one, we were in the right spot, but we could not find this thing for the life of us.
In our defense, they did say how far, 10 meters off track, and it was 30 or 40 meters off track.
Yeah.
Which is I kind of understand, it's you've got to navigate your way, but it's to some extent, it's come on now. If you're saying it's 10 meters, we're only going to look 10 meters at 3
Well, maybe 20.
Maybe 20, yeah.
Yeah, not 30. So
yeah, not 30 or 40.
Their 10 meters is very inaccurate.
Yeah.
But we'll know that for next time.
Yeah.
We'll know that 10 means 100-ish.
Next time?
Next time.
Next time.
We'll get to that. Then, anyway, so after half an hour looking for this one checkpoint, which we found all the others in 5 minutes or less.
Yeah.
Getting mildly frustrating and saying the phrase, "This is not fun anymore," multiple times. We went on and proceeded to get all the other ones. There was one where we decided to take a shortcut down basically the edge of a cliff, which paid off.
That did pay off.
It was a shortcut of about 200 meters versus 2.5 kilometers. So in hindsight, we actually should have done the shortcut right from the top.
I mean, it was a pretty rough one because we hit the cliff and we're we've got to hike around anyway.
I did look on the map though. We could have straight shotted it from the previous checkpoint straight down. Yeah. And that would have been easier. But we'll know that for next time. Next time.
Next time.
And yeah, so then we finished that at 4:30 a.m. So what was that, 3 hours? It says on the map it takes 1 to 2. And by that stage, we're not having as much fun. And so Tommy sat down next to the campfire of the volunteer that was there, had a little nap, 45 minutes.
45 minutes. I was
while
only expecting to be asleep for like 10 and then lock back in, but...
That's all right. And then while he did that, I just organised all our water and everything, packed up all our gear, because I'm not a bitch.
Oh.
And
That's fair.
And then we proceeded to ride home, which was ride back to HQ, which was fairly simple actually. Again, a couple checkpoints along the way, nothing crazy, just a bit off trail. Again, I found a few of them pretty good. It's only up once we found all the checkpoints that I'd got lost, didn't it?
Nah, we got lost and then
one.
there was one, yeah.
So before the second last checkpoint, I got us pretty lost. This is as the sun was rising. Maybe I got a bit confident because I'm like, oh, the sun's rising, should be easier to navigate now. Apparently not. I mistook a contour line on the map for a road. So I just turned off to this random road that wasn't even on the map. And we sort of fluffed around for a bit.
It was a big enough fluff around, so we were getting tracked the whole time, and it was a big enough fluff around that when we reached the finish line, the guy there was like, oh yeah, you're the group who went on a bit of an adventure. And so I'm like, oh, okay, so that was a big enough of a mistake for them to notice.
Yeah. And then when we got back into Anglesea, we also got lost again. Took like 3 wrong turns, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's just down here, it's down here. We ended up at the downside of the wrong thing, so we had to go back up again. Which wasn't fun. And then the final 2 bits is a kayak along the river. And so then we tried to get the one at the far end first.
Yep.
And then again, we just couldn't find anything. We were just so smashed.
And we also forgot the little like key that you need to tag everything with.
Yeah.
And so we like stopped halfway through, and Dudley had to walk back to get it because we're like, we can't run now. So I was just watching him just walk the like 500 meters up.
Sad pandering.
Yeah, walk the 500 meters back. Yeah.
And yeah, the checkpoint was like, it was supposed to be southwest of this point. No, sorry, supposed to be northwest of a point. And I'm like 30 meters southeast of the point. I'm like, why are we in the wrong direction? The compass was I couldn't have gone in the further wrong direction to find this thing. So after about another half an hour, we found that, getting all shitty with ourselves. But then the momentum picked up a little bit, to be fair.
Yeah.
The sun was up, our sunburn was getting fried.
Good kayaking conditions.
Yeah, the kayak conditions were good. We'd learned from the previous day how to kayak. I was in the back. Turns out like going into the wind's really annoying. If you turn slightly, it just keeps turning the boat, especially with 2 absolute sails in the boat. And then the very last checkpoint on the boat, you had to walk through like knee-deep mud to get it. So a lot of cursing, walking through that, going stupid Wild and Co, making stupid checkpoints in the stupid mud. And then the final 2 checkpoints were just a little one along the beach and then one near the caravan park, which Tommy, the legend, scaled a barbed wire fence to get to. And then we walked up the finish line back in 23 minutes and...
23 minutes?
22 hours and 20 something minutes.
Oh, 22 hours? I thought we were going in 23 hours. Oh,
no, 22.
Oh yeah.
And then we proceeded to complain bitterly about not finding that one checkpoint where we thought it was. And so the guy looked up on the map and said, you were literally right there. And I said, I fucking hate you. give me the checkpoint. No, he didn't say that. He said, we're going to credit you anyway because you were standing around for half an hour and had to do it for 5 minutes.
Yeah, like, instead of the 2-hour penalty, we just penaltied ourselves.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So yeah, that was the race. And in hindsight, yesterday I'd say I'd never do that again. And that is still true under my current conditions.
Yeah, I was going to say, has that changed?
No. I won't do a 24-hour one again.
Half a day would be 100%.
A 12-hour one would be definitely fun.
That would be so much more fun.
Now I've got a way more experience, so if I went into it, I think would be way more prepared. I'd be able to navigate way better. But that's how you do these things.
Yeah. And if the 12-hour was like the main event, so they could put it like early in the day, so you just go through to like mid-evening.
Well, like 9 till 9.
9 till 9, yeah, exactly.
That'd be perfect.
That'd be so much better, rather than like 11 till 11.
Even 8 till 8 would be perfect, because then you can go out for dinner after.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But yeah, 11:30 to 11:30. But I would, I'd do like a shorter one again for sure.
100%.
And if I were going to do a longer one again,
I'd at least do the 8-day one.
I'd go really long. No, I would say if you can run a 4-hour marathon and not be too bad, not be too grumpy about it, then you'd be totally okay.
Yeah.
I think, and that's not even fast.
Yeah.
Like if you can run 10 kilometers per hour, because I was thinking, right, the teams that run in 12 hours, right? So they're traveling on average 12 kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
So they're probably going like 10 kilometers an hour on the treks, give or take. 20 kilometers an hour on the bike and 5 kilometers an hour on the kayak.
Yeah.
Which doesn't seem like overly fast, give or
The
take.
kayak would be rough. But I mean, if you just spend like 2 weeks practicing kayaking and just going out like once a fortnight, going out with your
teammates, yeah, exactly.
you would be so much better off.
Yeah, 100%.
But if you're training, you're just a bitch, really.
Yeah. So there you go. There's the wrap up. My body feels a little bit sore in the back, a little bit sore in the hips, a little bit sore in my right ankle. But I think actually I'm already 100% better than yesterday.
Yeah, my muscles aren't really that sore. It's more just like where the trees whipped my sunburn. I'm just red raw, and that's like right where my like socks rub.
That's just a preparation thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're just a freak athlete.
If you're really concerned, wear shin guards.
Shin guards, gaiters, lightweight gaiters.
Lightweight gaiters.
Or high socks.
Yeah. Lightweight gaiters definitely would be a good play.
Or even like a long sleeve nylon top would probably be good.
Yeah. And then a team of 2 where both people know how to navigate.
Yeah, ideally.
I was the weakest link.
If you actually had 2 navigators, you could leapfrog the navigation, which would be very clever.
I just felt so bad when I saw a team of 4 coming up and they were like shooting ideas of each other, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know how to navigate, so I can't help you, Dudley.
But I mean, I think my navigation was pretty
It was really good up until that one point.
Up until that little, I just lost the plot at some point.
You set the clock for us?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, thanks, Tommy. I'll finish my weekend review. That was cozy. There you go. Adventure race recapped. Things coming up in the future. Christmas party. We may have to change the date. Hashtag change the date. To the following weekend, the first weekend of December. Because if we're going to have a Barbie down on the foreshore, the revival's on the same weekend, so that might not work. So we'll get that finalised this week and let you know. Christmas. Good luck, High Ruxers. Actually, sorry, CrossFitters who dabble in other sports. Christmas holiday hours. The holiday period's a little bit weird this week. It's got a Monday in there. I'm going to put up a little survey in Fitness Alley about what you guys would prefer. Just fill that out if you're not in the Facebook Fitness Alley. Reply to this email and I'll put you in. And then next Tuesday is public holiday for Melbourne Cup Day. So we'll just run the one class, 9:15. We'll do some fun hero workout. We've been doing a few hero workouts lately, which is kind of fun. I hope you enjoyed Saturdays. Big thank you to Gauza for coaching on Saturday for me. I appreciate that, Courtney. Courtney's very kind and jumps in every now and then, even though she has a full-time job.
Squash day?
Squash day. Squash day's this weekend, coming up. Make sure you sign up. I'll put the link in the video. And yeah, squash day. Sign up. Yeah, you come to play squash. Come learn and play new sports. Doesn't have to be adventure racing. But if we did want to do adventure racing again, I would definitely like a team of 4.
A team of 4, but like we could go 2 teams of 4 in a 12-hour race and just be a gig team.
Yeah, 2 teams of 4 and make a giga team. That would be actually mad fun.
So fun.
That would be super fun.
That would be so fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be much better. And then like you could get 16 people to get 2 8 teams. That would be way more fun.
We'll call it the Chad team, the Giga Chad team. If we do have a Giga team going on, we'll set up a specific training protocol for that, because I think there is some training you could do physically to be able to get that done pretty easy. Specifically, learn how to kayak as a team.
And
all right.
Kind of steady state or run better.
Yeah, way better. Oh, we're terrible. Anyway, all right, there it is. Weekend review. Oh, I didn't do lost property. Lost property. Darren, you left this here and I was cold, so I wore it. I hope you don't mind.
And everything
else from still last week.
Oh, actually, you should tell them the Under Armour shorts are gone because I exchanged.
Oh, actually, sorry. There were some Under Armour shorts at the gym. They've been left here for like a month. So we changed them at the LSKD shop for brand new ones. So if they were your Under Armour shorts, you now have LSKD shorts here sitting here. And by now we mean they're actually Tommy's. And by here I mean on Tommy. And by yours I mean Tommy's. We're delirious. Okay, bye.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. That class, I did the muscle up work and I look at the clock, I'm like, it's already 10 o'clock. I'm like,
Everyone's looking at you going, why are you so slow today?
yeah. Nah, I reckon.
Hope you like the new view.
Yeah. There's a nice little area back here now.